What's up, y'all? I wanted to talk about this topic for a minute. Basically, talking about how people from Detroit really feels about Eminem's rap career because I've seen a number of different people speak different ways about Eminem. Some people from Detroit they speak highly of Eminem, but then you got some people who they really don't look at. Some people look at Eminem's career almost like a Billie Eilish type career, and it's just where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from, in the Metro Detroit area, I know a lot of people that they really don't rock with Eminem. And if you check out Sada Baby's interview, I think it was a Say Cheese interview. Sada Baby actually didn't even put him in the top 5 of all time, the Detroit rappers of all time. He didn't put Eminem in that top 5, and that's why I wanted to talk about it because I think if it's smoke there, then it's fire. I don't think a lot of people from Detroit really rock with Eminem, and I'm still trying to figure out why. I don't know exactly why. I know a lot of people, the first thing they want to do is they want to jump into the race thing, right? Because he's white. But, I mean, I don't see that as the reason why, our culture, and when I say our culture, I'm just talking about just in Detroit in general, why people really not rocking with Eminem. I look at Hove, people really rock with Hove, and even the young generation, they rock with Hove, but I'm still trying to figure out what it is with Eminem. And another argument I've heard is, oh, Eminem doesn't talk about, getting money. He doesn't talk about fucking bitches. He don't talk about, shooting the club up or something. He just rap. He just lyrical. And it can't be that because LA rock with Kendrick. And Kendrick he don't talk about those things. He's just lyrical. If you ask me, Kendrick is similar to Eminem. It seemed like that was the guy that Kendrick, kind of modeled his career after a little bit. But I'm still trying to. I do think that Eminem, he didn't survive. He didn't survive like certain waves of the hip hop, right? Like I think after, what did he drop? Relapse. I think after Relapse, I don't think too many people was listening to me. Even with Relapse, I don't think a lot of people listen to Relapse, but I liked it Relapse. But after Relapse, I don't think a lot of people was really listening to Eminem like that. And that's where you see what's happening with T Grizzly. Now they did say they hashed it out, but even T Grizzly came out and said, most people from Detroit, they're not listening to Eminem. And this guy. Nah, let me be honest. I fuck with Eminem. To me, Eminem is a legend. But this guy, everywhere he's a legend. But here, in Detroit, is weird. It's very weird, and I'm still trying to figure out why. And another thing about it, maybe because he's on the opposite end of it, right? Like Jay-Z, you look at Jay-Z. When Jay-Z first came out in the 90s, he was, a drug dealer type dude. He used to wear the Rolexes. People, that Jay-Z put everybody on with the Rolexes. Jay-Z used to wear the Rollies, you know what I'm saying? And he was getting money, and he was with Dame, and that was their thing. Then you had Eminem came into the mix of this dude where like, yeah, I used to get bullied at school. Not a lot of people own that wave to say, oh, yeah, I used to get bullied at school. That is weird for somebody to just sit up there and support that. And, and I think that's the thing in Detroit, where people kind of look at it a little different. And I think also Eminem, he doesn't interact with some of the young rappers. And they kind of look at that like, they look at that with kind of like disdain toward it. it really ain't fucking with it. You know, if you ain't gonna fuck with us while we trying to come up, we ain't gonna keep letting it, because to be quite honestly, Eminem needs them to keep that wave going. He needs the young Detroit rappers just as much as the young Detroit rappers need him. You know, his last album, what was it called? Music to be Murdered to. I think that was it. I like the song with Juice WRLD, but to be honest, I didn't really listen to it. And this is the thing, because when a Jay-Z album comes out, I listen to the entire album, you know. And probably the last 2-3 Eminem albums, I probably checked out a song or two that I like, but I really haven't been listening to it. And not taking a shot, Eminem is, I think if Sada said he's not top 5, I think of all time of rap period, like everywhere, I think Eminem is definitely top 5. Actually, I would have to think about that. I don't know if Eminem top 5, because let me just give y'all my top 5 real quick. I think, and it's not in the order, I think Nas is in there. I think Jay-Z in there. I think Biggie got to be in there. I think Pac. Them 4 always got to be in there. And that 5th spot, I think, is just always, you know, shifting. Different people got a different spot. Like some people nowadays, you know, a young crowd might say Drake, you know, or, you know, people that was really into music in like '09 and stuff, they might say Lil Wayne. You know, he might get that 5th spot. But, you know, me personally, I think Eminem is in that 5th spot. But, you know, I think it's something that needs to be talked about, man. You know, why is Eminem not pushed in the inner city part of Detroit? You know, why people really ain't fucking with him, you know? And that's kind of weird. But I appreciate y'all. If you do come across this video, because I'm in the slums, y'all, I really ain't got no views. I ain't got no subscribers. I ain't got nothing. So if you do come across this video, comment down below, and if you're from Detroit, just tell me why, you know, you believe that Eminem isn't embraced, you know, in the community, because he's not surviving these waves, man. He ain't surviving them. So yeah, drop a comment down below. Get me out the slums, y'all. I need some more subscribers and shit. So get me out the slums, y'all. Appreciate it.